Well, hello, everybody. There's Maureen. Yay. Oh, my hair could look nicer. My hair could look nicer, but it's not. And
Because I
Donna's
know
on. Yay. I know, isn't that the first thing we always do when we first go live on the camera? Mess with our hair. And Ron,
exactly.
say again.
I said exactly. That's exactly what we do.
Donna
Hey,
and Robin and Rhonda.
Good morning.
Good morning. Are you fabulous today? I am fabulous today.
Yeah.
So did you know, under the matter of fact, you're the last one. Robin,
Huh?
I'm going to do one of the cards that I send, and it's to you.
Yeah.
I will show you what I'm talking about. So now we know, my old strategy of 5 a day of the same card is not effective. Right? That's not effective. Right.
apparently they caught on.
Right. That is ill-conceived, evidently. No, I really actually thought that was all right as long as you didn't go over your 25 or what it was. But that's all right. I don't always know what I'm doing. Matter of fact, I would say it's a good 50-50 crapshoot. As people who logged in to hear what I have to say, that's probably not a good thing to admit, right? So now I'm sending one a day. But think about this. That's still 7 a week. That's still 14 every 2 weeks. So of a card. So like, for example, the ones that I'm doing that with, um,
You mean like one a day of cards you sent before?
yes,
Or, okay.
of cards I've sent before. So the custom card set, right? Oh, look at this one I sent to Molly. This is so inappropriate. I already told you I'm not turning your water into pumpkin spice latte. That's so inappropriate. Anyway, so the ones that I'm doing one a day are the customer one, this one, which I'm going to send you, this one, which is the 10 card challenge to send out card prospects that over the years, and this one, which is the book promotion one. So this one was a 27 people who commented on this poem when I posted it originally, and Robin was one of them.
I like that poem.
Yeah, so I just made it up in Canva so it would be pretty, put the book on it, and put our website on it because it is about the Blue Hair book, after all. And then on the back, I did put a way to personalize it. So the last one went to Peg. This one's going to go to Robin. Thank you for, and I could have put name there where it filled it in itself. Thank you for commenting on this post. I typed in the words and I just wrote what I did to get it. That's what I did. And that's it. And I sent, but if you think about it, this is a book promotion card, really. It's to thank people for paying attention on my social media. That's what it is, really. But even though I only sent one a day, I still sent out 27 of them. That's 27 people who got a reminder that I did the book or that we did the book, right?
Okay, so even though it was from before, and is it still included in your $99 subscription
Yeah,
as
watch,
free?
because I'm only sending one. I'm only sending one of it,
And it's okay if it's the same one that you sent from before.
evidently.
Okay. So far,
But
so
I'm not
good
sending
anyway.
5 of them. I'm not sending
Okay,
5, I'm sending one.
okay.
So you're there, right?
Very
Okay.
nice.
And then check out. And see, it's included. And that's it. I did lately, oh, hold on a second. Oh, I caught it. Yay. There was about to be a paper avalanche on my desk.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's never good. So I sent out 27 of them since I paid
Nice.
one a day.
So I noticed on your card when you sent it, it says, Lisa, the blue-haired card sender. Is that
sender.
new?
Yes, and
Oh,
that
okay.
goes to the 10 card challenge, and send out cards. So my 10
I
card
see.
challenge page and send out cards is that one. So I wanted to tie the two of the brands I'm working on in together. So it's the Blue Hair brand and send out cards that I'm working on together. Yay. So, but I'm just saying you can make progress on your stuff even one card a
Mhm.
day. And the trick is every day. I think that's it more than how many in a day is that you do it every day. So I have 4 or 5 cards that I send one a day. But in the end of the week, I got 7. The 2 weeks, I got 14. So it goes by quicker than you think. And the people that say to me, but that's not making any dent. You know, that reminds me of the the guy on the beach throwing the starfish back in the ocean, and somebody comes up and says, right? Yes, Michelle knows this one. Someone comes up and says,
Make a
there's,
difference.
there's thousands of starfish. You're not making
Yep.
any difference. And the guy,
But I did
difference.
to
And the
that
guys that
one,
make a
and I did to
difference.
that one.
Make a difference for this one. Well, I'm sending a card, so every single card hits a person or gets to a person, and it's somebody else is going to know what I'm doing, or somebody else is going to feel appreciated, or somebody else is going to, whatever it is that the card's about. So
But
I'm just what were you gonna say?
you're sending them one a day. If I said, did they crack down on it? If you would same
Yeah.
front and you change the inside of the back or whatever, even though it's kind of already pre-made, and you send it to 5 different people, 5 different insides and whatever, is it still considered a system send?
um
As
it's
opposed
supposed
to
to be a system send if you're sending to more than one person the same general card. They're not
Okay.
cutting hairs about changing the font or that's not enough.
Or I mean,
So
like, or personalize it a little bit more inside or whatever.
they're not,
No.
no, they're not splitting that hair anymore. They're still gonna bag you for that.
Okay.
So, but if you send one
Yeah, if
a
I
day,
send one today, then if I
send
send
one
the same
tomorrow.
picture in something completely different on the inside, are they gonna look at it as that as a system send?
I I don't know that. I
Okay.
just know I can send the exact same card without doing anything, one a day.
I've been a little bit disconnected, so it's okay.
Oh,
Just thought I'd see if something
you're
changed.
working on something else. Yeah, I get that.
I just needed to hear your voice and see all you girls
Oh.
and see how y'all doing. I just was like, okay. I was like, oh, it's noon. It's Thursday. I can make Lisa's call.
Yay.
Yay.
Yeah, no, I'm not trying to circumvent what they want. I'm
Mm-hmm.
actually just trying to get my stuff done. And I usually don't want to send 1,000 in one day and then none for months. I usually want to send some every day. So I'm working on 4 different lists. And now I can come up with something else because I just got done with that one post. I do that often is I'll pick a post that did well or had some comments, and I'll just write down everybody that commented and then send them the picture of the post and say, thank you for commenting on this post. And
Right.
there'll be some that I don't have their address for, and that'll give me excuse to look them up and stuff like that. So I'll have people to add, because that's another thing on my list is I usually try to add somebody to my database. So yes, indeed. Hey, Michelle, do you know, I was on the 247.
Mhm.
I was grandfathered in that.
Mhm.
To do the coaching thing, I need to be on the 97, I
No,
think.
you have to you're 247 a month, right?
Yes.
Yeah, no, because you're on a monthly plan.
So
'Cause
it's
if you're
any
240
monthly plan.
I
It's
think so.
not
It has to be
checking me off.
97 or above.
Yeah, I got a live chat with them because it's not checking me off some of the requirements and I don't know why. 'Cause I think I've met them and it's not checking me off. I didn't ever
Yeah,
buy
because
the
I
packet.
was under the understanding if you're anything above the 97, if you're on that monthly plan, yeah, then you be qualified for coaching. If you're on like the one that's 6 months or you got a year to spend it or 6 months to
But
send it,
my
I don't think
question
so.
was, okay, you have to buy the 497 thing, the package,
Mhm.
but that includes the 97. So if I'm already on the 247,
It just
I know,
bypasses your, um, for that month. They
oh, if
won't,
I pay,
they'll only
oh,
charge you the difference, or they should only charge you the difference, because the
no,
97, you're, you know, that
okay,
they're not gonna give you another one,
yeah.
kind of
no,
thing.
okay,
They'll
that
just
was the
use
question.
what you have. But if you're not getting credit for the things that you've done, that's what happened on mine. And Jordan called me and we had a session and he had to call, um, send out cards to have them push whatever was stuck so
Oh,
that
okay,
so that it would upgrade and he would get his bonus.
That
oh,
makes sense.
awesome,
Yeah.
awesome. Well, that's good. Okay,
Yeah, I had someone approach me who did the 10 card because she's my cousin. I'm like,
oh, yeah,
why did you go to her in the first place? Anyways, she a friend kept you need to buy, you need to buy, you need I'm like, because she's in a contest because that's the way that gal is, and she's pushy, pushy, pushy. So my cousin goes, are you still in send out cards? I said, I am, but I haven't been sending cards. I kind of paused it. I still have my $14 that I do every month, but I put a pause on it. She's like, well, I want to do another 20 card send or 10 card send under you, or is there something with 30 cards? I said, I think there's one with 20 cards that's 37, but it's a monthly, or do a 157 package, which gives you 100 cards over 6 months. And knowing her, she would do that. And her husband has a pool cleaning business.
oh,
And
nice.
I said, you might have to set up a brand new account because
You would,
your
yeah,
$10 one or $20 one would be attached to that other gal.
yeah.
And she's like, well, and I said, you went to her, you didn't come to me.
I want to know
I know, but she's being pushy and I just wanted her off my butt. And I'm like, then tell her, you just tell her no. I said, do you know that word? NO? And she goes, oh, yeah, I guess so.
I want to know how you paused it because um I'm addicted enough. I'm going to do that. I send cards every day, like dozens of cards every day. There's no way that I could go without sending cards.
I
Yeah,
think
that
about
sounds
it
like
all
an
day,
addiction,
and
don't it?
I think about it and I put it in my brain or put it down. I'd like to do this and I like to do that. Finances have become really tight. So we're looking
Right.
budgetary
Yeah.
wise, we're looking at stuff budgetary. And quite literally, I've been really into a big deep dive of a couple of master classes.
Yeah.
If you know Napoleon Hill and
Yeah.
Think
Yeah.
and Grow Rich and all that.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, this mentor is getting ready to kick off one that digs into a DMP even more, which is definite major purpose. And he's kicking it off. That starts next week. Anybody can join it. And he's also offered one he's already got one that's a 16 video program, self-paced, that's about the science of getting rich, which is Wallace Waddles. Anyways, this guy, he's just Sean G. Murphy's amazing. He's my mentor. I've been following him since last October at another conference and joined into his group at a Black Friday thing last November and finally just dug into the community. And we have taken deep dive into what he calls the dangerous consciousness, or you learn stuff and everybody's like self-help and personal development. Well, he coins it as personal undevelopment. You don't want to develop the old habits. You want to undevelop the old habits and undevelop your speaking and then turn it around to be more productive and break through the glass ceiling or break through what's stopping you, what's that brick wall that you can't get through. And he works through that with you. And anyways, so that's taken up a bunch of my time. So yeah, how can I pause it? I had to make that conscious decision to do so because I didn't have the time.
Right.
And I
Right.
couldn't
The
go in 100.
I think the thing with me is it's like when you give the dog a biscuit and then he keeps wanting a biscuit at the same time. It's worked so well for me
Yes.
Send Out Cards works for me.
Yes.
It's working for me. It's
Yes.
working
As a matter of
really
fact, I'm
well.
getting ready to go to an event for another new company that I might have mentioned a few weeks ago. Their conventions in Vegas in November. And I was like, literally, I was in the bathroom and I remembered your call and I went, oh, I should be making autograph cards to send to people because it's the first convention.
Yeah. Well, even if
And
it
I'm
was
like,
the first, they're worthwhile. Yeah.
yeah, that'd be fun to get all of the things in its first convention. It also, it's veterans, whatever, November 11th weekend. There's supposedly a big, huge Formula One race going on that weekend in the middle of Vegas. I'm going,
Oh,
Oh
my
yeah,
God.
they've been shutting roads down. They're repaving roads all down in Vegas. They've cut all the trees down in front of the Bellagio.
Is that where
Really?
you are, Marie?
Yeah, to put the stand. I live in Vegas.
Okay.
To put the stands up for the. Oh yeah,
Wow.
it's a mess down there right now.
Well, that makes
Wow.
sense. I mean, you can't just do that in a week. It takes a
No.
lot of the planning because you got to restructure and reroute and everything else. And it's like, holy crap.
They're repaving a lot of the roads.
Yeah.
And they're closing a lot of the roads down. And a couple of the roads that they've closed down, they're having trouble. People are having trouble getting to the strip.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, but yeah,
But
there's
they're
that
cutting
big
down
race.
trees for that? Wow.
Yeah. Yep.
But it
What
could be
she-
that the Bellagio needed them cut down too. I don't know. But anyways, what she was talking about.
What she's
Yeah.
talking about is the autograph card, which is a big card, which if you're on a subscription, it's only $1.50 extra. This is the only card that has an extra fee to it. And I just take any convention, they always have some kind of logo, and this was Avon's for this last one. And
Mhm.
if you don't have it so that you could save it as a JPEG, do a screenshot and crop it down to what you
Mhm.
want. And then I just put the people's name up here because I sent out about 100 of them. And then in the inside, I just put the word autographs. And
That
I
is
had
cool.
to sign it when I
And
went.
you didn't get that many this year.
What do you mean I didn't get that many?
You didn't
no.
have your cards out.
No, I didn't have the card during the meet and greet for starters. It was
Yeah,
in my
yeah.
suitcase. And then I forgot to bring it around
Oh, it was
me.
with your laptop,
Lady with the
right?
blue hair who, hello, that's why you created the card.
I know. I signed a bunch of them though. Does that
good.
count?
I
Yes.
got mine signed, yeah.
That counts. That'd be worth gold one day. You never know.
Oh, yeah. My hair today is yeah.
And I got my
Anyway,
book signed.
My sister and I colored ours, so I'm kind of looking brassy, golden brassy right now. So I need to go get a darker rinse, but oh well.
Oh
But it's
no, I
got-
think it looks good that way.
It's got a natural reddish tone to it anyway, and we use we'll use the cap. We wanted something different. Well, I should know better. I do know better. Mine will take in like 7 minutes.
I
and this
like
was
that like that. I can't
This
believe
is
you
like
don't like
12
it.
minutes because the real hot color is dark. It's a dark one, but anyway, it's fun for a while.
I don't know. I like it. Of course, I'm sitting here looking like I got rolled in a street fight. I said that to
No.
someone the other day, and they're like, "What does that mean?" How many things could rolled in a street fight mean? I think he thought I meant I rolled into a street fight, like the
Yes.
fight was happening, I rolled into it. And what I meant was I was involved in the street fight. I was the street fight.
Well, here's a funny. I forget where, somewhere eating lunch or something, and a dad and the daughter was sitting there. And Dad, why don't you say hang up the phone? Because hang up the phone, I mean, but we go, no. He goes, well,
Yeah,
you haven't been in office.
isn't as fun hanging up on somebody now than it was, right?
Yeah.
It used to be really fun.
Something about that, but it's just not.
So what, if everybody would, let me think of one. I need to look at my calendar. I want to tell you the last one I put on myself, and then you tell me yours. Okay, the last one I added, I know who it was. Okay, so I recently joined, when I went out to Denver and went to the Achieve Systems thing, I recently joined that networking group. It's kind of like the Go Giver, but it's a different couple, of course, and their mentorship program kind of based with networking involved, but they've got a whole bunch of other resources that you get to be part of if you're a member. So anyway, I joined them. So now I have an unlimited number of people I'm adding every day. I'm adding, so the couple, he was already in the database and I added her. She was the last one. I have a conference call with her tomorrow. So that was the last person I added to SendOutCards, and I try to add somebody every day. So who was the last person that you added? And did you look them? How did you look them up? Because I looked her up and I found her birthday actually on her Facebook page. So I want to know who it is, how you found their address, and how you got the birthday. Go ahead, Maureen. You're all ready.
I did Charlene Ban. Today's her birthday. And so I sent her a birthday card, and
Oh,
I
she's
just went to
another
White,
Avon rep, right?
another
Yeah.
Avon rep. Yep. So I
Awesome.
just went to White Pages because she would never give me her address. I've asked her for it a couple of times and she
Oh,
wouldn't give it to me. So I just went to White Pages, and she
awesome.
actually posted on her page that it was a nice surprise, the birthday card.
So you got her, you could go to White Pages because the Facebook said her town, right? Is that how you were able to
Yes.
get it? And her name
Yes.
is spelled different enough that it's easy to get. So was her birthday on her Facebook page too?
Yes, it was.
Perfect.
And I actually have I just did my, from Facebook, I just wrote down all my October birthdays that I got from Facebook,
Yeah.
from my Facebook friends. So those, I'm going to be starting them this week. And then I have all the X's. Can you see the X's?
Yep.
Those are addresses I need to get.
Oh, good. Oh, good. That's perfect. I do
So-
that too. Yeah, that's
So
awesome.
yeah, so these are just the Facebook people, and then I'll have my other people that are in the SendOutCards and stuff like that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So who else knows where the last person they added was? Go ahead, Michelle.
Well, I'm not, she's close, because I know, anyways, one of the gals she's a naturopath, but she's in this network marketing company and that one and this one and that one. And I mean,
Yep.
what she does doesn't really conflict. They all complement each
Yeah,
other
yeah,
very, very,
yep.
very well. And I
I'm in a
love
bunch
that.
of- Yep.
She's a wealth of it. I'm like, how do you do it? She says, I don't know. She says, I get to the point, then I just focus on one for a few days. Then I go and focus on another. And it's literally, it's the time blocking thing. Anyways, I had seen her, she had posted something about her twin niece and nephew, and at the airport hugging goodbye because the twin boy was going off on a 2-year whatever in Europe or whatever. And he's
Nice.
leaving his twin sister. And I captured that and it just tugged my heart. I'm like, oh my gosh, Candy, how do I find you? And I looked at her and I'm like, Candy, and I'm like, well, I knew she was connected indirectly with the naturopathic community that I know. And I thought I had her address through that, but I didn't. And I thought, well, there's more than one way to skin a cat. And so I looked it up and I asked her for her address and she never responded. I'm like, okay, fine, I'll figure this out. So I went to True People Search. So, and it's, yeah, you get kind of stealthy, like, Facebook sleuthing. True People Search, I put in her name and, as I'm in Facebook, I'm looking to see, does it say on their personal about information, does it say what town they're from or anything like that? And if you don't know, then you just kind of look at their posts. If you don't know their birthday, type in within their post, type birthday in the search, and inevitably you're going to see the day that their birthday pops up. And it's like, so with me, it's like if you put my name in and it's a July and you're like, okay, and then you go to True People Search, you find Michelle, she lives in Missouri, and then it would pop up. So it would say Michelle Mangrum, and then it would say July of 62. It doesn't say the exact date, but you can figure that out as well through Facebook. So I found that, send that card to her, send her the card, capture the card of the 2 kids. And I think it was just like the loving goodbye or something. Hope this helps, I forget what exactly it was, but it was just a flat card. And it was just fridge worthy. And I think maybe just my name on the bottom or whatever. And then she posted it on Facebook several weeks later and she left me a voice text. She's like, oh my God, I am in tears. You don't know how much this means to me because this will be on the forefront of my kitchen on my refrigerator to remember him and pray for him every single day.
Oh, that's
and I'm
awesome.
like, that's what it's about, so yeah, I'm getting my ducks in a row of, send out cards, this and that, contact mapping's changing and I haven't gotten into that yet. It's just, anyway, so we're narrowing it down. We're getting to
know what I was going to ask you, Shorty, Matt.
Yes.
Yeah, Matt Shorty. He posted that picture I just thought this was so funny, and he thought it was funny when he got it too. He posted 2 pictures of him standing doing a face next to a cement face that he saw when he was traveling or something. So like
Okay.
the statue had duck lips, so he was going and next right. So there was
Yeah.
2 of them. So I put those 2 on the front of the card, and on the back of the card I wrote, "You got to cut down on the weed you're using, man. Man, you just need to not smoke so much weed." And then I put hashtag only kidding, but he thought that was funny. He voice shouted me and said, "Oh my God, that's hilarious."
He's a hoot.
Hey
And he
man,
curses
you got to
like a
cut
sailor,
down
but
on
he's
the
a hoot.
weed. It was just funny because he looked anyway, that's yeah. So I'm glad that you said that about that. So there's more than one way to skin a cat. That's exactly why I want everybody to tell. So wait, me and Maureen are using whitepages.com. You're
Yeah, that's
using
what
I am
True.
too.
Yeah. The one I use is True People Search.
True People
Not
Search.
True. Free People Search.
Free People Search.
Well, then it's
Eh.
no, it is True People Search. My little list says Free People, but it's actually True People Search. There's more than one of them. But that's the
.com.
way I went. Yeah.
Okay,
That
and
is
you get
paid
their
service
address.
though, isn't it?
It will give you their month, if they've got it in their month of birth, year of birth, it'll give you their name, their residence, cell phone numbers, any
Okay.
any cell phone or landline phone numbers that they have or have had.
Mhm.
And if it, depending on how much, it may or may not give you everything. Sometimes it has nothing, but it may not. Then if you scroll down, then it goes who you might be related to. So it has my ex-husband listed. It for my 2 ex-husbands
right.
listed, my sister,
Yeah.
Oh, they do
With
on
my
white
siblings.
pages too.
They do on
Yeah,
White
they do
Pages.
on white
Yeah.
pages too. Because mostly who buys those services. So that must be a service thing too, where if you want to look up so many per month, you have to pay. That's the same thing.
Yeah,
as
and
white
it's one of those things, if you want to look up divorce cases or if you want to look up legal and
You
you
have to
can pay
write.
extra for it, but blah, 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 but there's the
So
free
it's
part of
actually
it
the
too. So
same.
Yeah, there's a free part, right? And
Yeah.
then if you want to go further, then it's a subscription or something like
Correct.
that.
correct.
Which is the same as white
Right.
pages, right? There's probably a bunch of them. Yeah. Who uses those mostly, of course, you realize is debt collectors. So that's
yeah.
why it lists your
Ah.
relatives and all that stuff. Oh, you didn't know
Yeah.
that part?
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what they're used for
Mhm.
mostly.
Yep.
Yeah.
I.
That's why they list the relatives and stuff so that they can bug your relatives on behalf of you, looking for you.
Yes.
Even if it's 2 years later and the person's deceased.
Mhm.
Oh, right. They don't
Yep.
care.
They don't
Because
I
care.
know
the
they're
debt
ruthless.
collectors aren't the ones that you ran the debt up with. They're somebody getting a percent of the debt they collect. So they're
Yeah.
unscrupulous. Yeah.
I used to be a debt collector for payday loans.
Oh,
Did
Yeah.
you get hung up on
Fun
a lot?
job.
I got hung up on a lot. I got cursed out a lot because they were like old, like 5, 6, 7 years old. And I'd
Wow.
call people and they wouldn't even have remembered that they took the loan out
Wow.
yeah.
and stuff. So yeah, it was not a fun job. Not a fun job at all.
Once you
Did you
experience
ever-
it, you never want to do
Stressful.
it again.
No.
Did you ever
it
get
was-
anybody to pay?
I did. I got, and it was very funny because I worked on a team and all we did was the really old stuff. Right.
Mm.
So sometimes we wouldn't talk to people for days on end because we'd have to do a lot of research.
Mhm.
And the company that I worked for, if you didn't collect so much every month, they fired you. So, but
Really?
because I was on this special team, we were told we were safe. We weren't going to be fired because we're on this team and it takes us a lot longer to get a hold of somebody. Long story short, I found somebody. She owed like $3,000 or something. She paid it off. And then they fired me the next day because I didn't meet my quota for the last 3 months.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. But yeah, and I learned a lot about the law, about debt collection and about the law, and it was just insane.
Well, at least chalk it up to, you got some skills that you can use to find people's addresses and stuff.
Yes.
That's awesome. How about
Yeah.
Janelle? I bet you've got a good story for us
Now that she's done walking.
of who you who you found to add to your database.
It was actually the lady I was telling you about. I'm taking an ad out at the basketball.
Oh,
or
yeah?
college basketball. And I just I added her. I sent her a thank you card for getting me hooked up with getting the ad taken out. And I thought about sending it to her house because I'm Facebook friends with her anyway, but I thought, no, I want to send it to the college. So then more people possibly will see, and maybe she'll
Oh,
share
that's
it
good
there at
thinking.
the college.
That's
So,
good thinking. Yay.
so
Awesome. How about Donna? Who's the last one you added?
Well, unfortunately, it was my niece.
Why is that unfortunate?
Oh, well, because I thought I had all my family in there.
Oh,
And I missed her, but her birthday came up on Facebook, and I went to send her the card, and it was like she wasn't in there.
no, that's good though. Then you
So
got her.
yeah,
Yay.
but it was like
Right.
I guess I didn't send her card last year.
Oh, I've done that. Yeah. Or worse still, when matter of fact, people think I'm mean because nobody thinks I'm mean because no one knows it's about me but me. I think I'm mean because the minute I hear that somebody died, I go to take them out because that I've done before is sent somebody a card that died already, a birthday card.
Oh yeah.
oh,
Yeah, that's not fun because the wife called me and is like, what the hell? But it's like, oh God, I have that on automated. Somebody else is helping me. So then she understood, but she was actually mad. So when the minute I hear somebody died, I'm right away trying to, oh, I need to take it out. So that's weird. How about Robin? Do you have one? That you had?
No, we were away all weekend, but what I'm working on is sending my cards for my team's anniversaries and birthdays,
Oh,
and
beautiful.
I've been doing that now for a couple years. So basically I have most of their addresses already saved, except for the new people, which I've
Yep.
been getting quite a few lately. So
Awesome.
they're their ones. And of course, I have their addresses because Avon sends them to me.
Yeah.
So I haven't had to go looking up anybody's recently. It's been a while since I've had to do that, but I do use the same thing. I do use the white pages, and I've used that true
Well,
search.
don't
or
forget
free
that
search.
counts. That counts to look them up in Avon.
Yeah,
I mean, you're still had to go make the effort to look somebody up. You had to recognize that they're, because like when I see somebody on Facebook, I don't always know for sure whether they're on my team or not. So I start
true.
there looking them up, and then I used to go to white pages and
Well, and everyone uses different names, right?
Right.
So mine, even though they know that I'm their Avon advisor, Robin Matusov, my Facebook name is Robin Hitchcock, which was my maiden name, Matusov. So, they don't always use their legal name too. So it's hard to sometimes to find them on Facebook if you don't know what they're using.
right, right. Somebody asked me about that too, and because I have Witten on mine because of the high school. I have a lot of high school connections on Facebook, and they
Mhm.
wouldn't recognize me. Yeah. No, that's true. Perfectly true. Hey, Rhonda, I don't know if you want to unmute. Do you want to unmute and tell us yours?
Hi.
Hi,
Uh,
how are you?
okay.
Who's the last one that you added to your
Well, I haven't really been on there to be adding, but I have received some new people on my downline because I have signed somebody up and they send me new people.
Oh, yes, awesome.
So
So you
since
want
it's
to add
not a
them?
big, yes, I don't have a big team. I
Mhm.
may call them, and if somehow either they don't answer or somehow the phone number, I go on the white pages and just check and see is the name matching or does another address or something or a number come up with, so to be able to contact them.
Awesome.
Pretty much
Yeah,
that's what
no,
I
that's good. That's good. Add the new people. I add all my first gen definitely to send out cards because it makes life easier for sure. Hey, Janelle wanted to you want to do talk about campaigns for a bit?
Sure,
'Cause
I
think
do have to, let me go in the other room because I can't hardly hear because these guys, I don't know whether you hear them or not.
Oh,
Invariably, when I'm on a Zoom call, that's when they decide to play.
of course.
But yesterday I had the brother of one of the gals who's under me on SendOutCards. He contacted me to see how I sent her cards and all. So I gave him my website. So
Oh,
he
awesome.
hasn't done anything yet, but at least he inquired. So hopefully.
That's awesome. So what a campaign is it gives you more options of how to send stuff out. So let's just look at, they have some already that you can buy a series of cards and just personalize them, and then when you send it, it sends the series out. So like here's this oh, these are the, oh, this is good to know. The personal handwriting font signatures is only $29 now. That's one time ever. So anyway, but they have things like this is a automotive industry, the beauty industry, which would be us, or like a hair care client. So this one's 5 cards. Okay, so let's view the details. So the 5 cards are a hello card that goes immediately. Oh, nice hair, 3 months, beauty. I can't see what it says. Isn't up to chance, I think. 6 months, and
Click
a
on it.
birthday card, and then a December 1st card. So they designed these cards already for a hairstylist. And
Oh,
once
nice.
you, go ahead. What'd you say? Is that you, Robin, saying something? No.
Oh, I just said nice.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay. No, that's right. I thought you were saying something.
No.
So once you go in, and this one you have to buy, but once you buy it, you can use it as many times as you want, or you can create your own campaign. So once you tell it to send it, so like you got a new hair care customer, you tell it to send it, it'll send the first card immediate, send the second card in 3 months, send the third card in 6 months, send the birthday card, and send that one on December 1st. So you can tell it how long to wait, where and what to send, and even a specific date, not necessarily birthday or 6 months from the first card. You can say when. Okay, so I haven't bought any cards to do that with. Instead, I create my own. So I'll show you mine that I created. And one of them was the one for Avon, welcome to my first gen. And I'll show it to you. So there's 3 touches, right? So when they first sign up, when I first get their information in email, I put them in at my contacts, and then I tell it to send this campaign, right? And then this is the card they get immediately. And then 1 week later, they get this card, and 1 week later, they get this card. And I can at any time change the cards. I can edit them. I can also add more cards if I wanted. So it can be a series of 10 cards if I want, or it can be a series of 1 card. It doesn't have to be a series of 3. It doesn't have to be 5. You decide.
And how many
Mhm.
people can you send that to, or what do they charge for that?
This is a system send. You can send it to
Okay.
as many people as you want at a time. So that's the idea of it, is it's saving you a lot of time. So I don't have to go back in a week and put all these people this card to send. It'll do it automatic for me. Okay. You also can have it where it includes a gift. So you can have one of the cards. I'm trying to think if it's which one. I think it's this one. That has the first one. Yeah. So the first card in the series, this is welcome to SendOutCards, the people that join SendOutCards. And this one says welcome to SendOutCards and has 2 brownies in it. So you can even have it attached to a gift. So when I send this to somebody, the first card they get is this one with 2 brownies. And then I sent a flat card, a 2 panel, because the first one's a 3 panel, and then a big card. So I wanted to show them each of the kinds of cards. And then the inside it says, this is a flat card. You can send this as part of a subscription or whatever I put on it. So you get to decide what it says in it. And I mean, all the things that you can do with a regular card, you can do with this.
Nice.
It's just that it's easier if you want to have a series of cards that have delays between them. This is easier to do it with than trying to do it yourself. It's just another way to automate what you're doing.
Yeah.
So is there a way, because like with my last two ladies that signed up under me with Avon,
Mhm.
I sent them a card for the first 3 weeks, like you were talking about that you do.
Yep.
And I did it without doing the campaign. Is there any way that I can take the cards that I created
Yes.
and put them in a campaign?
Yes. Okay, let's
So I
do.
don't have to redo it all over again.
So here we are on the my campaign. So click on campaigns, and then
Okay.
you come to this page, and then you click on my campaigns, right? And then
Okay.
over here, this blue button is making a campaign.
Okay.
So you click that and you're going to make a campaign. So let's call this campaign Janelle. Okay.
Okay.
And I'm going to create the campaign. Now, add a card. I can either add a card I already have. So let's go add one I've already got. So I just added a card. I think I'll add that one first. Okay. Let's see here. If it just goes to there, I think it's gonna. So adding card number 1. See it up here? You know you're in the right place. So now I
Okay.
can change this. So this is part of the thing. So I'm going to change this right here because that I've been changing individually. So I'm going to add this thing down here where it just puts the name in for me. There. So that changed that so it'll work in a campaign.
Okay.
Now, what does the thing say over here? Add to campaign. So that's card number 1.
Okay.
Okay. Now I can change anything about it by doing the edit. So that one's going to be send immediate, but I could do it any way I wanted, just like any other card. So I could have it send it on December 1st, or 2 weeks from now, I could set it up to be anything I wanted, including sending brownies with it or something. Okay. Now I want to go add a second card. And I can do anything from build one right here and add it. Okay. So let's just do that. Let's just do a 2-panel and add one. So this is just making a card. It's just that you start in campaigns, clicking the square. And
Okay.
you know you're still doing that because up here in the left, see it says campaign Janelle, adding card number 2.
Okay.
So you can add them stock cards, you can add them and making a card, like we're just going to make one here. Oh, this was funny, I thought. You get it? Right. I thought that was cute.
That's cute.
I know. I just got to see my mother and I saw a bunch of with the tennis balls on their walkers. And I thought, oh, that's inappropriate, really. Right. So then up here, let's just put, just to make it nice and easy, I'll just put some flowers or something because I love doing that. Some pretty flowers. These were actually somebody's in there that they posted. Those are somebody's flowers. And then here I'll do, and then just put some more something. Oh, how about one of these pictures of the fantasy me? Hi there. And I'll put the name.
So I
'Cause
guess,
even, go ahead.
so I guess you need to be on a computer to be able to do this instead of
Yes.
the app then.
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, the creating a campaign is definitely an app thing. And then I'll put my signature here. And that's it. And then when I'm watching, see it says add to campaign. So that's card number 2.
Okay.
It still says send immediate, so I want to edit that part. Okay, so I clicked on edit and see send delay. So I want to click on the arrow and I want advanced options and I want to add. So I'll say after 1 week. Send 1 week after the immediate one.
Okay.
Okay, so then you just can keep doing that, right?
Okay.
So I can add as many cards as I want. Okay, and then that makes it easier on you, I think. So like when you're signing up a brand new representative, you either send out cards or anything else you're involved in.
Mhm.
You want to touch base with them at least weekly, right? At the beginning, you want to touch base. So one of the ways that I do that is set the send out card. So I've got those weekly cards that go out, and I think it just takes something off your plate, especially if you're getting free ones from Avon. Like I just got 8 free or something. The odds of me being able to touch them a few times in the next 2 weeks without having some automated way is slim. The percent goes down of me doing it if I leave it to me manually doing it. Where if I
Mhm.
have it in send out cards as a campaign, I at least know that they're going to get the 3 cards. So those 8 people, they're going to get other stuff from me. They're going to get emails from me, but they're at least going to get those 3 cards from me. And my welcome cards, I know I've showed them before, but they have like ideas in them. So each
Mhm.
card has an idea, the picture of the idea, and then how you did it on it.
Mhm.
So I try to have, just like I try to include some value with the birthday card by either putting a recipe or a meme or a cartoon or something or word search or something. I do that for a welcome card too. So,
And the opening rate for a card is what, 99 to 100% for the most part?
right, and not for an
Whereas
email.
an opening rate for an email is,
Right,
you know,
right. And
Sometimes
well,
non-existent.
and I don't think it not only doesn't have to be one or the other, it shouldn't be one or the other, it should be both. So there's got to be a layered approach, because even though I like to send cards and people like to get cards mostly, there's going to be people that don't check their mail for 2 weeks or whatever they're doing. So to get the majority of people, I find that I have to text, email, and send a card to new people for them to get at least one of them. And then some people are going to get a bunch of stuff. So I think it's a layered approach. And then the ones that rise to the top, the ones that end up being your PC members or your leadership people, your bigger producers, you're going to end up sorting out how they like to get communicated with. But
Mhm.
most people like cards in addition to something else. So, I mean, if I'm like some of my bigger leaders I text with, often, but they still get cards. I don't just pick one way to communicate with people, but you're going to find out which way is their favorite way, usually, because they won't look at the other ways. You know what I mean? They'll ignore you on the other ways. So, so did that help, Janelle?
Yes, thank you. So
Oh, good.
I'll need to get my computer out from underneath my pile of junk that I have piled on top.
Oh,
I
you
do
don't usually
everything on
use.
my cell phone.
Oh, nice,
So
nice.
it's so much easier just to jump on my cell phone. So I
Oh no,
live on my
me
cell
too. Me
phone.
too. I just don't. I don't like to do like I'm doing. I don't like to do Zoom calls on my cell phone because it doesn't show you
I
all of
don't
the
either.
people. Yeah, and there's some things on SendOutCards I don't like to do on my cell phone too. Same thing. But let's do an espionage if you don't mind. I'm getting itchy. I got to do an espionage. It's been 2 minutes or so. Yeah. So let's go over to Facebook and do an espionage. Espionage. I even like saying it. Espionage. Oh, look at, that's Alex from way back. 2015. Okay. Oh, this is Peg. My dear friend, beautiful day. Wow, that's nice. Let's send that to Peg. That's Peg Duchesne's friends. Save image. What a nice picture.
That's a nice picture.
It is.
Yay. Okay. So then we're going back. That was Peg Duchesne. Oh, she's not in the picture, but that's still a good picture. And then we're going to do quick and dirty because it's espionage. I usually do flat card because they don't. Postcards, sometimes they machine it and leave ink on the postcard is why I usually do flat cards. So now we're doing quick and dirty. Here we go. Downloads. Where'd it go? Yay. Yay. Look at that. And then on the back, I'll put, looks like you had a great time. Love those smiles. Yay. Oh, and then I'll put fridge worthy and I'll spell it right. Oh God, I can't believe I sent a bunch out like that. I spelt it F-R-I-G,
A lot of people do.
which is frig. Anyway, so I always add a color behind so it looks like I paid attention to the back, but I'm gonna highlight it and put it in my personal font, which we now know is only $29 to get of your own. That's awesome. Another
I need to
thing,
break down and do that myself.
oh,
I
you
do
only
too. I keep meaning to do it. I just haven't done it yet.
yeah, it was way more than that when I did it, and you only pay once, and it's good for forever.
I did it when I first did send out cards way over 10 years ago. And it was like $109 or something like
Yeah,
that.
it was
If
way
I
more.
remember right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They dropped it from 49 down to 29 probably a couple of years ago.
that's awesome.
Mhm.
So I highlighted this again, and then you go down to the color and go right up to the corner, and that's not pure white, but it works good enough. And see, that made it disappear. I say disappear because the kid said that when he was little. Disappear. Then if you go to background, and then you can pick another color, and see, it reappears. And then I didn't know this till lately. You can hold down the cursor and move this around. Ooh, look at that. And of course, you want to make it dark enough so they can see the white lettering. So yay. And then we're going to proceed to cart. And this we're doing fast and dirty because it's a Facebook espionage. And I'm just going to add recipient. And I don't need to know how to spell her Duchesne. Oh, except I added the G there. That's not right. There we go. As long as you know some of it, you can get the rest of it that way. And there we go. Check out. Yay, yay, yay. And it's included. There you go. There you go. So I can do like a Facebook espionage in about a minute when I'm not talking. So, but I mostly do those on the phone. I do a lot of Facebook espionage on the phone. Where I would do one on the laptop would be if I wanted something from Canva or something, or you know what I mean. I wanted to add words and it wouldn't let me because of what panel I'm on, or if I want to do something complicated, in other words. Or sometimes when you save a JPEG and you try to put it on the front of a card, it overflows to the point where you can't get the picture on it for whatever reason. Then you can do it on the laptop and make the picture smaller, where you can't do that on the phone that I know of. So, right. So I do most of the espionages on the phone. So that's it. So what else is up? I got my new notebook here for my SendOutCards calls.
Well,
Monday they
I
have a
just
calls training. Go ahead.
sorry, I just got the sweetest text message. I took your idea for the Chat GPT and I wrote an anniversary poem.
Oh, nice.
Maureen, again, thank you for the beautiful anniversary card. The poem teared me up. It was beautiful and thoughtful. Thank you so very much for your kindness. Have a wonderful day.
Oh, that's awesome. And just think there's
Yeah.
so many ways we can use that too. Yeah, I was thinking, what did we do? The True Blue Book Crew actually was a chat GPT suggestion. I put in there, give me 10 suggested names for a loyalty program for the Blue Brigade book club thing. And that's what it came up with. They came up with that. The computer came up with that. So I check that, and sometimes it's like part of one thing and part of another thing that I
Yeah.
end up using. But I like doing the poem one for anniversaries or even just people that are posting a couple on there. So I'll
Yeah.
put write a poem about Matt and Susan's love, and it'll come up with something really cute. Usually now I write a short poem because it makes it too long hard, right? Because it puts
Yeah.
in a whole bunch of stanzas.
What I did, I try to send out my Avon customers a card each month. Not necessarily like a salesy card like in September. The maze that you posted, Lisa, the corn
Yes.
maze.
Oh
I'm
yeah, I
doing
like that one.
and I found then for the cover some fall pictures for the cover. Anyway, and then I asked Chat GPT to come up with X amount of poems about September. And so I'm
Oh
taking
yeah,
each poem then and putting it in the card.
perfect.
So
Yeah, and it's just another way to add some value,
Mhm.
you know, to the card, I think. And it
yeah,
gives
because
people,
because I don't want my customers to think, oh, the only time she contacts me is when she wants an order.
that's perfect. That's the same theory for social media posts. You don't want somebody going, the only time they're posting anything is when they want to sell me something, so I'm going to ignore them. You know,
Right.
you want them to think, oh, I want to know I want to know what she's doing next. You know, what's she up to now? How
Yeah,
much
what
how
I
much
what
whipped
are
cream
the
can she get all over her van? Right?
mine's what is Reba doing now?
Right. See, that's perfect with the dogs. Yeah, that is perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think a lot of
Do
people
you,
like Bo when I do that too. Go ahead,
do
Robin.
you guys know if you said they had a boo box last year for under the gifts or
The boot box, yeah. I
do,
don't
do you know if any of the Halloween stuff is out or if they got any of that
it
out
just
yet
hasn't
or
been announced yet. Hasn't been
if they're
announced yet.
having, okay.
Peg, last week when we were on, Peg Duchesne called customer service while we were on, and they said they haven't announced it yet, which she took that as meaning it was coming,
Okay.
but it wasn't announced yet. So those calls are actually pretty interesting. If you have a SendOutCards account, you're in well, no, you could just be a customer. I don't mean just, but you could be a customer or an affiliate, but they have calls. I can get you in if you want with Jordan Adler, the #1 money earner, and his is you can listen while he just talks. And his call last week was lessons on what you had to do to get the pilot license to be a helicopter pilot because he went through that. And all the lessons he learned, of course, you can use in anything, including starting a new business such as SendOutCards. So and I took screenshots of his stuff. So if you're involved in this in any way, but this isn't your main hustle, I mean, that's true with me too. I like being involved in companies like this and actually getting involved, not just using the service, but going to their stuff. I've been to a bunch of SendOutCard stuff because no way has it ever been they only teach you stuff that's relevant for their thing. That's true in Avon too. When you go to the convention, you learn stuff that you can use in other things. So anytime you can get some free education like that, and SendOutCards has a ton of stuff like that because they have these seminars and stuff, and a bunch of them have been online for free. And every Monday they have a broadcast on their Facebook affiliate thing for the affiliates where it's free, and they're just telling you the news and stuff and giving you tips and ideas. And then after the affiliate meeting, they call it Rally with Callie. It's she's a corporate person, but she's also a rep. She started out as a rep and now she helps them. And then after that is Jordan Adler, the #1 money earner. So, I mean, how often do you get to listen to the #1 money guy? I mean, in Avon, has that ever happened for us? We don't get to
No.
listen to that guy, right? That couple, they don't ever teach classes or anything. So this is Jordan Adler, their #1 money guy forever. And he, every Monday night, does a half hour of teaching that you can plug right into. So he's awesome. He's a little bit weird, but he's awesome.
And
I
you
know
said
it's-
that's on Facebook.
Right, that's on Facebook, yeah. If you want the connections, I can tell you, like it's the send out, what is it, Promptings affiliate page. So you do
Yeah.
have to be an affiliate, the Promptings affiliate page, to hear the first one and Jordan, because those are both live on that page. Rally with Callie isn't though, because it's rallywithcallie.com. So that's a Zoom call though, so they can see you on it.
Guys, I
Okay.
swear.
You're definitely an
Does
affiliate.
anyone
So, yeah,
Okay, Rally. I'm
Rally
sorry,
with
Rally.
Callie. RALLYWITHCALLIE, Rally with Callie.
Okay,
Yeah.
.com.
Yeah,
Okay.
.com. And that's her Zoom
Okay.
call. So, but yeah, and she answers questions about the stuff they announced on the first call. And the first call has the owner, the guy that
Yeah,
thought up the
Cody.
whole idea. Cody
Yeah.
Baker. Yeah, the first one. So he's on there with his best friend who Super Dave, and they sit there and tell the announcements, they do recognition, and usually he's telling you what's going to happen during the week or what are they introducing or whatever's going on. And then they switch to Rally with Callie, and then Jordan Adler's the last one on Monday. So it's like an hour and a half or 2 hours worth of stuff. You don't have, you can pick and choose what you want to go to.
Okay.
So,
And
they are
that's Monday evenings, you said?
Monday,
And it's 3 different Zooms or 3 different,
3 different things. Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
So you have to sign out and sign into each one of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
But
then
yeah, I mean, you'll learn so
Wednesday,
much on each one of them and pick one
Yeah.
and usually they're all recorded and stuck in the
Yeah,
affiliate
yeah,
group
you can
too,
see
I
the
believe.
that's why I
replays.
started a notebook just for that.
Mhm.
And then Wednesdays, they're doing an opportunity meeting.
Oh,
Every
what?
Wednesday, an opportunity meeting.
Oh, yeah.
Every Wednesday. So you can
Now,
invite people
what's
to it.
that?
The opportunity to, if you have somebody interested in joining SendOutCards as an affiliate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, except they're calling it Promptings powered by SendOutCards. So just in case you're, so I know I always say SendOutCards because in my 14 years of doing this, that's the only thing that hasn't changed is that name. So I continue to use SendOutCards, the word
Mhm.
SendOutCards, because they did what, the green thing for a while and
Oh,
they
yeah. Reader still.
changed
Oh,
it
greener
around a
cell,
little bit,
yeah.
but the words SendOutCards has been continuous. So I stick there. Not that I
Yeah,
think
once you
they're gonna
hear,
change Promptings.
yeah, once you hear Cody's story of how SendOutCards and how Promptings came about, Promptings should have always been the name of the company. He finally figured that out a year or 2 years
Yeah.
ago. And
Yeah.
Promptings and SendOutCards is the main catalyst thing that you know, you get a prompting
the
to talk to
tool.
somebody, you send a card. And then you send the card and you don't realize it's going to come back to you and bless you in a way. And it just creates that infinity loop of promptings and energies and
Yeah,
Yeah.
you should go listen to him talk about it. It's really
it's amazing. Yeah, it's on YouTube also. So
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're at 2, so thank you very much. I appreciate you coming out and spending some time. I hope you got something today. And if
Oh, yeah.
not, we all made cards together. That's something.
Then we got to have girls' time.
Well, so the assignment this week is go try a campaign. Figure out something that would be worthwhile for you to do a campaign for. So either promoting a product where you want to have multiple cards over a certain amount of time, or a welcome card where you want more than 1 touches, or whatever it is, but come up with some kind of campaign idea and see if you can't share that with us next week. Okay?
Okay.
Thank you all very much. And if you get stuck, you know where to find me. And we will talk to you later. Thank you. Appreciate
Have a
you.
great day, everyone.
Yeah.
Bye.
See ya.